This is my first surf casting tagged fish, so I'm kind of pumped about that. It's kind of cool, but absolutely unreal morning. I mean, I got here nice and early. I mean, it was worth it. Unreal morning.
So much stuff. God damn. All right, heading on down to the canal. I got a couple products that I want to review while I'm down there. A couple things that I want to unbox while I'm down there and show you guys the first look that I have been saving. I've been waiting to open these for a good time at the canal so I can unbox them. They're back there. I don't know if you can see them. But more importantly, we're gonna fish. 60 degrees right now. We've had 3 solid days of a southwest wind smashing us with rain, thunder, lightning, everything. And I think today it's looking really good. Really, really good. We're gonna have an overcast morning. We had the full moon yesterday, maybe the day before. I think it was yesterday. And I think that baitfish is going to push right through, which means the bass are going to push right through behind them. So I have high hopes. I think we're going to catch some fish. I think we're going to open some boxes, and I think we're going to catch some fish. It is feeling very fishy. Oh my God, fish smashing right here. Well, this is where I'm fishing. First cast. Let's go. Mornings like this is exactly why we do it. Holy crap. Whew. Your arms are burning because you're just catching so many. And they ain't small. I had somebody recently message me and asked me if the big ones were still in. I told them have faith and stay patient. That thunderstorm ended, that rain ended. Cloudy, overcast, full moon, the right wind, and it was the makings. Everything was right. Just gotta be here. I'm gonna catch a few more on this popper because it is awesome to watch him hit the top. All right, so I've been waiting quite a long time to do a review and an unboxing of some Korkers, some waders. I have 2 pairs of waders and 1 pair of Korkers to review and to unbox. So the first thing, these are my old Korkers. I absolutely love them. They have done me wonders, and I will highly recommend anybody that fishes at the canal to use Korkers for a reason. So these are basically what I'm using. I use the big spikes. They're not fantastic when you're walking a long distance because they can get a little tripped up on some of the grass and some of the seaweed, but if you are using any kind of wading boot or any kind of boot at the canal, I highly recommend using the big spikes. This place is extremely, extremely dangerous. It only takes one slip to be able to get a concussion or go down and break a limb or a wrist or anything like that. So it can definitely ruin your day. So I highly recommend using Korkers of some kind. These are the greenbacks. Realistically, I got a warranty on these, and that's why I have these today, is I got a warranty on them because of how absolutely shredded and ruined they are. I mean, they really did not last one season. So when I called and I spoke with Ari at the warranty department over at Korkers, he basically told me I was taking a knife to a gunfight. And I can kind of see why. He really said that this was meant for, you know, freshwater rivers and stuff like that out in Colorado. This is really not meant for doing saltwater fishing at the canal, and how much I fish especially. But I cannot speak high enough or any higher about Ari, his team over at Korkers. The warranty services and departments over there were absolutely phenomenal. They basically warranted and replaced these, no problem. They sent them right out, and he even sent me out some new spikes to cover the difference. So absolutely fantastic warranty over at Korkers. I cannot speak high enough or any higher about them. So without further ado, let's see what we got here. This is going to be the Korkers. Now, I upgraded from using the greenbacks at his suggestion. I asked him, you know, what would be good for using saltwater? You know, what would be good at, you know, saltwater fishing? And most of the guys down at the canal, I made a couple of calls, but most of the guys down at the canal, they recommended using the buckskins. So these are the buckskins. Again, he completely warranted these for me. Wow, these are way nicer. So these are the buckskins. Check these out. Absolutely insane, so much nicer. You could just tell right off the bat how much more leather there are in here and how much, I mean, these are triple seamed. These are just way more heavy duty. This is probably what I should have been using right from the start, because these just fell apart. Now, what I can tell you is right off the bat is if you're fishing at the canal, you can go ahead and get rid of these things completely. Not to speak badly about Korkers in any way, but these are garbage for what we're doing. This will not work. These other ones that they come with, again, realistically, they're just not going to work. You got to use the big spikes. We just have way slicker rocks, way more seaweed. Now, the cool thing that he was able to do as well, again, I can't speak any higher about Ari down there. If you ever have a problem, call him. He will absolutely hook you up. Is he even hooked me up with some new big spikes, because I basically lost the spikes on mine. So he hooked me up with another pair of big spikes. So now I've got the buckskins with the big spikes. I haven't used these yet. I'm ready to rock and roll on them, ready to use them. But just in comparison, I mean, you can realistically see, you know, these are just way better built. I think these are going to last at least more than one season, which is going to be great for what I'm doing. And I can't wait to throw these bad boys on. So none of this. Probably will not use any of this stuff. This is what I want right here. How you doing? Ugh. These are what I want right here. Those are probably toast. And this one is probably toast as well. Thought what better place to do the review and do the unboxing than at the canal. Just because that's where I'm going to be using the majority of them. So at the canal. So these, again, basically, it is that easy. We just take them, slip them right in. And bang, you pop them push them in all the way on the side, and this flips right up. We are ready to rock and roll. So that's the new Korker, or my new Korker Buckskins. Pretty pumped about those. I think they're going to be absolutely beautiful, and they should last me a little bit longer. So again, huge shout out, huge thanks to Ari down at Korkers for hooking me up with the warranty. Could not be any happier with the way that those guys have helped me out big time. So it'll keep me safe and keep me fishing, which is awesome. There you have it. Ready to fish the canal and stay safe at the canal with a brand new pair of Korkers. Alright, I'll replace the spikes later, but I think those will be phenomenal, absolutely phenomenal. I'll do a nice little review afterwards, how I like them, how they compare, but I think those will last 10 times longer. Alright, and then the other thing that I got 2 new pairs of waders, which I probably could have used today. Box these as well. So this is basically just Bass Pro Shops waders. They warranted these as well, which is huge. I had the really cheap brand of waders from Bass Pro Shop, and they warranted them. I got the new White River, so these are an upgrade from the ones that I had before, but these are the White River Ospreys, which I saw a ton of those today. These are the brand new Ospreys. Check these out. Oh yeah. Just much more heavy duty. I got these because basically you've got a really nice thick legging here, which is awesome, and then upgraded pockets. So that was the big thing that sold me on these, was the upgraded pockets, and this is magnetic. So that's actually a magnet, which can hold, like, you know, my phone or maybe some plugs or something like that. Then this is all waterproof. Basically what happened is I rip my waders, but I use Aqua Seal, and I'll Aqua Seal something. So if I get a rip in the butt or something, I'll actually Aqua Seal it and just keep them. And I'm not one to, you know, replace them if I don't need to. But I actually ripped my zipper completely off, so I couldn't store my phone anymore. So I had to replace them, and now because I replaced them basically because of the pocket, I wanted to upgrade to get some more pockets. So I've got these pockets, 2 side pockets, the magnetic, the big open pocket, and then you actually have another interior pocket, which is awesome as well, which actually is also magnetic. That's pretty cool. So I think these will end up being absolutely beautiful. Great, nice, lightweight, breathable. I just think that these, if you're gonna go, I think they're like 159 bucks. Also, I think the Korkers were like 159 bucks. So, you know, you're looking at like 160. These is realistically all you need. I would, again, suggest you go with the upgrade from the greenbacks on these, and the upgrade if you're gonna do the White Rivers. I would upgrade these as well, just because I think it's got better pockets. So I would definitely, if you're gonna start out, spend a little bit more money and it'll last you. But both obviously were warranted, so that is huge as well. You know, you can't, they both did have excellent warranty services, so I can't speak any higher about those. But what I am most excited about is these waders. So these waders, I'm really excited about. So I did one more upgrade from these, and I wanted to try this new pair of waders as well. So I saw these on the Bass Pro Shop website, had to have them, thought they'd be amazing. These are Hodgmans. So these right here are the Hodgman. Let's see what ones I actually got here. These are breathable stocking foot. HSCSM. Not even 100% sure, but if your logo has a striper on it, yeah, I'm gonna give you a try. 100%. Oh man. So these already just look absolutely beautiful. Oh, I can just feel the difference. Oh man. Yeah, these are so much more heavy duty. Wow, are these nice. Super, super nice wader. I definitely really like the stocking foot. This is definitely a higher, thicker grade neoprene, and that's definitely something in the early season that I deal with as my feet get cold. This is a much thinner neoprene. I'd probably say this is more like a 2 or a 3 mil. This is probably like a 5 mil. So this is a really nice, I mean, I could probably look at all that, but just by feeling it, I can definitely tell that this is a much thicker neoprene. And wow, I mean, the legs that go all the way up to like your crotch are just a much thicker. It's still a breathable, but it's just thicker. So this is gonna last 10 times longer. Yeah, that's just 10 times nicer. You can just tell the difference between the two. Not that this isn't bad, but it's even thicker on these. So now your whole stocking foot all the way right up to the crotch is gonna be a much thicker material. And then this and this is roughly the same. I still think this is even thicker. It's got a much nicer belt. Really nice waterproof pocket. I think these are even hand warming pockets. Oh yeah, yep, so this goes all the way through. So this actually goes all the way through, which is a hand warmer, which is awesome. I don't like to keep my hands not on my rod very often. I like to be fishing, but that's a really cool feature. And then it looks like, oh, that's cool too. So even, this looks like it's even a breathable pocket that kind of flips open. Be able to throw some stuff in there. The buckles, 10 times nicer. I mean, just the whole wader system is just a much nicer system. You know, it's a little bit more expensive. I want to say it was just north of 200 bucks. But you know, 159, 200 bucks. You know, I probably shouldn't have to buy waders again for quite some time. So these look absolutely beautiful. But I'm super excited about these. These should be fantastic. So I will do a review afterwards as well on how these waders are. Once I'm able to get in the water and try them out, I'll do a review kind of side by side or a comparison on which one I like better. So again, I've got the Hodgman waders here. And I wish I could tell you what name they are, but I think this is the HSCM. Hodgman. Put the name on the box. I have no idea. But these come with a 1-year warranty. These come with a 1-year warranty. These, like I said, are the Ospreys, which is nice, White River Ospreys, which is awesome. I can tell you that right off the bat because the name is on the box. If I had one thing right off the bat to tell Hodgman, put the name on the box so that when I do a review, I can tell you exactly what it is. I think it's the HSCM. That's what I'm gonna say. The HSCM. I have a medium and a medium. I'm a small guy. I weigh 165 pounds. I'm like 5'10", so I went with the mediums. Size 10 Korkers. I mean, this is the whole setup. This is literally everything that you need to stay dry, fish, you know, out in the jetties. You know, do some boulder hopping and stay dry as well as stay safe. You know, this is definitely a huge stress that I can't stress enough that this investment is probably one of the best investments next to your rods and your reels. If you are going to fish anywhere around the canal, anywhere in Massachusetts, anywhere where there's slick rocks, this is probably the #1 investment. I fished for the first couple of years without these, and I have no idea how I never fished with them beforehand. Just having these right here, they look, I was skeptical with the spikes, but I'm telling you what, they stick, man. They just cling on, and once you step on one rock with these, you'll never take them off. You'll never fish without them ever again. So, all right, guys, well, that was a review. This is a review on the Korkers and the waders that I'll be using around the canal, around Massachusetts, and some of the stuff that is going to keep me dry and safe while I fish. So if you like this video, feel free to like it, share it, comment on it, ask any questions down below. I'll be sure to link some of the links to the websites as to where you can find these, and kind of what I like to use, what upgrades I make to them. And don't forget to hit that subscribe button if you really like my videos. I plan on doing a ton of reviews on products that guys use at the canal, the gear that I use to make fishing more fun, more safe, and of course to catch more fish. So again, my name is Jasper Kutu. I'm doing reviews on fishing gear. What are you doing?